Hey guys, Spanky here. I just thought I'd jump on here and give some quick thoughts about a subject that I started talking about in my introduction video, which I did about 2 hours ago, and that was about Disney World. As I said, that's one of my favorite places to go on vacation, and I just actually just came from there about 2 weeks ago. I took my 13-year-old on a surprise birthday trip down there, and we stayed at the All Star Sports Resort, which is a budget um, level resort. But you're on property. You get to experience the Disney perks by staying there, and it's very affordable. And decided to stay there because it was just me and my oldest son. My wife and other son stayed back home, so I didn't want to spend a ton of money, and I wanted to be on Disney property, and that was a perfect. I think I paid about. It averaged out to about $120 a night, which is that's less than staying at a Hampton Inn. So anyway, I wanted to talk a little bit about Disney resorts and which one was my favorite, which one that I recommend. And I know we all have different tastes, so this is just my opinion. Now there's three levels of resorts at Disney. You have the budget resorts, which are the um, more like I guess a motel type hotel, but very nicely themed and more amenities than any Motel Six or any type of that type of level of hotel. It has there's four budget, or I'll take it back. There's four, kind of five. I don't really consider the fifth, and I'll name them. But the first three are the All Star Music, the All Star Sports, All Star Movies, and then you have Pop Century, and then the fifth one is Art of Animation. However, I don't really consider Art of Animation a budget resort because the three of the rooms that you get there are suites. They're all suites. They have the car suites, the Nemo suites, and the Lion King suites. And that's part of Art of Animation. There's a smaller part that's further back in the back, and it's the Little Mermaid section. And those are more of the budget, but it's almost impossible to get a room in there. And if you do, it's quite a walk from those rooms to the lobby area. So I guess technically there are five um, budget resort um, hotel rooms, I guess, or resorts. Then you have the moderate resorts, which would entail the Port Orleans Riverside, Port Orleans French Quarter, Coronado Springs. Um, Let me think. There's I can't even think of all of them right now. But and then you have the deluxe, and some of the deluxe ones are Polynesian Village, the Contemporary Resort, and their flagship hotel, the Grand Floridian. And I've stayed at every level of resort one time or another. I've stayed at the Grand Floridian. I've stayed at Fort Wilderness Lodge. I've stayed at some of the moderate hotels, and as well as the budget. I've been at All Star Movies, and I just stayed, like I said, at All Star Sports Resort. But overall, my favorite resort would have to be Port Orleans French Quarter. And the reason for this, there's many different reasons, but and it is the smallest resort of all the resorts on Disney property. It's still big, considering compared to other resorts around the country, but for a Disney resort, it's the smallest, and I like that because I'm not walking. I don't have, and wherever I'm staying, whatever room I'm staying in, I don't have to walk 10 miles to get to the lobby or to the food court or to the transportation. It's very nice. It feels, I don't know, more. It's cozier. It's just a nice place to spend with your family. It's very family atmosphere. Um, and the lobby area has a gift shop. They have live music at night, and they have a food. I said the food court, an arcade, and it's just really nicely themed. When you first come in, there's a fountain in the lobby area, and there's an area for the kids to watch television or draw pictures while the parents are checking in. Um, and then out as you go outside of the lobby area, you go into the I guess, to where the rooms are at, the main pool area. And the pool area is it's probably one of my favorite pools on all the properties. Um, it is a dragon themed pool where it has this dragon that comes out, like he's part of his tail is it comes up out of the ground and goes over the pool and back into the pool, and then the head comes up over on the other side of the pool, and you can climb up the back of his inside his head, and you can slide down his tongue. The tongue is the slide. It's just really cool. Kids love it. There's also a smaller kids wading pool. There's a playground, and and they have movies at night. They have courtyards where it's just all grassy areas, and every night they have a movie that you can sit and watch. And it could be anything from Cinderella to Lion King. It's a different movie every single night, and they have s'mores before the movie. The kids get to roast marshmallows on the fire, and I'm pretty sure most of the resorts probably do something similar to this. But I just like the quaintness of French Quarter. It's a good value. The rooms average about $200 a night, and it depending on. I think they start at maybe $190 if you just want a room. Don't worry about the view, and then maybe $10 more if you want a view of the pool, and then $10 more to have a view of the river, because the river runs along the back of it, and from there, this is one of the best points I think about staying there. I like being able to jump on the boat, and the boat takes you to Disney Springs, and then you don't have to worry about riding the bus. Of course, you can ride the bus from French Quarter if you'd like, but I just like the ride. It's not a long ride on the boat. Takes you straight to Disney Springs, brings you back. It's just a real laid back property, and it's affordable, and it's clean, and the food's good. I can't complain. I've stayed there several times. I've never had a problem, never had an issue. I could sometimes when we go like on a 7-day vacation, we'll take a whole day and just hang out at the hotel. It's just that relaxing for us. So if you're just wondering, or if you have any other questions that I haven't answered or covered about the French Quarter, please leave me a comment. And I hope you like my video, and I hope you would subscribe. I know I'm just getting started. This is only my second video, but I plan to do a lot more, and I take suggestions if there's something you want me to talk about. I know a little bit, a lot, and a little bit about Disney. So if you have any questions, and also about the cruises too, we love to do the Disney cruises, and that's a whole nother video and our subject. But if you have any questions at all, or anything you'd like me to talk about, just drop it down the bottom, and please subscribe, and any feedback would be appreciated. Until next time, we'll see you later.